for each of those two sessions. Presenting today will be Stephen Collins. He is our supervisor of the Document Solutions Fiscal Department and the online site administrator. Stephen has been with the state for 11 years now and 10 years with Document Solutions. Also presenting is Kathy Fontana, Assistant Director of Customer Support, and she's going to share with what you can expect for this event. Kathy?
How we can make it easier for our customers to do business with us. Our online ordering program is the first of several improvements which will help our customers save time on the front end and turnaround time on the back end as well. So it's an exciting day for Document Solutions, and we appreciate your interest and support. We'll start with a quick introduction to the online system. Then we will go to questions and answers. After that, printing liaisons and approvers are welcome to stay after the Q&A to receive more deeper understanding of the online ordering system. If you wish to exit, you may. However, printing liaisons and approvers are encouraged to stay. It is my pleasure to introduce Stephen Collins, who is our guru on the online ordering system and has been the driving force in keeping us moving forward with this program. Document Solutions is very pleased to present the first of our attempt to help you, our customers, hit the easy button.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Nick. In addition to our customer service staff in attendance today, we should have a member of our vendor team online to assist with any technical questions that might come up that I cannot answer. I want to touch on the current process of ordering printed material. This pertains to items other than business cards, as that process has not changed. Currently, a print request is submitted to Document Solutions along with any sample files, updates for production. A processing period occurs that could consist of clarifications with Document Solutions, a proof, material acquisition, then the production of your request, and then fulfillment. The updated site will both be familiar and different. We have added more functionality and information on the welcome page for ease of access. Complete documentation of the site changes will also be available. Quick access links will allow you to access specific items or information with the click of a mouse. And my mouse, there we go. One of the first things that you will notice when you log in for the first time after the update is a new required field. The drop-down field will be for your agency or division name. This will control what you will see in the catalog. If you do not find your agency listed, choose one from the list that most represents your group. Contact Printing Services, and someone will contact you to discuss options. Please make sure that you save your profile. Standard envelopes can now be ordered. They are currently limited to the 23 executive branch departments. Later on, we will discuss how to add items to the site. All TN shop items, there are quick access links to order business cards, envelopes, and TN shop merchandise, to research promotional items, and access Tmtn. For state users, a library resource information is housed on Tmtn, and there's a quick access link. For our customers outside of the state, we can supply these files as needed. In addition, there are a couple of infomercials on the first page. Couple of limitations that we've run into is that we have removed the option of adding an email approver. Again, we are starting out with the 23 executive branch departments for the envelopes. Additional agencies can be added upon request. And of course, you must update your profile information when you enter the site. I'm going to go over real quickly just how the steps of an order, and then I'm actually going to show you an order on the screen here. So you log in like you usually do. There's a quick link to start a new order. The catalog displays only items associated with your division. You add your information for items such like you do the business cards, your imprint line items. You accept the proof that's provided. You add your shipping information. You complete the billing information. You review and submit your order. An approval email will be sent if necessary. Now let me get the screen over here. You should now see the profile screen of the website. This new spot that I was talking about says division, and you just need to choose from the list which represents your division, and then save your profile. All the other information we would like to have, but is not required. Yes, I know. And then you can start shopping. Because I chose general services, it will only show me items that general services can procure. So we're going to go to envelopes, a number 10 envelope. Envelopes are divided into long and short runs, as indicated by the greater than or equal to signs of, and our break point is 5,000. So if you have less than 5,000 envelopes, you would choose the one that says less than, or if you have 5,000 or larger, you would choose the one that says greater than or equal to. So I'm going to choose 500. It will automatically put your departmental branded logo on there, and you just simply type in your information. You'll notice that it, just like the business cards, it puts the information on the little image as you go. When you check out, it will bring up an image for you to review to make sure it's what you want. You accept the proof. Put in your billing information. Excuse me, that was your shipping information. Then you go to the billing page where it tells you the cost and how you want it shipped. Put in your speed chart number. If you have a cross-reference such as a PO system or a spreadsheet number that you utilize, you would enter it there, and then you review your order. It's 500 business cards billed to that speed chart number, shipped to that information, and then you hit send. And it comes across with your order confirmation. For the agency approver, this is an example of the email that you will receive. It will describe who the requester is, the agency, your email name should be right there, and the date and the tracking number and a link. You follow that link to approve the order. We have enlarged the link to add an item to our site and added it onto every page. And this is the link right here. Requests are reviewed individually, and response times is dependent on the complexity of the request being made. That's all I have for the general overview. I did want to give you one other item on the website itself. We have some links here at the top. We have a promotional link to our promotional research that will take you to our promotional research page and allow you to look for promotional items. And the resource page here will take you to the Tmtn site we have set up for this. And the documentation for today's presentation on how to utilize the system is this one here that says Online Ordering System Guide 9/2020 and should be available to download right now. Ms. Kathy?
Thank you, Stephen. While I talk a little bit, could you click on the TN shop and show some of the items on there while I'm doing some talking? That's kind of wasn't prepared for that, but let's do that as long as we're here. So thank you, Stephen. That was a great job. I would just like to say, if you notice, there is no need for a printing requisition when you're ordering something online. You place the order online, you will see and approve a proof. With your click of a button, your order goes straight to production, saving time on both ends, up front and on the back end. Thank you, Stephen. I just want everyone to see all the things we have. Also, if you would like to add any items to the online ordering system, click at the bottom of the page, and that is on every page of this site. So anything that you want to add, a static item, is what we can put on there for now. We can make your life easy for a lot of different items that you have, especially items that are going to the distribution or warehouse. That would be a very efficient way to order those. So this site was created to make it easier for you, our customers. So please let us know how else we can help you so we can make your life easier. So are there any questions at this point?
Yeah, Kathy, I've got two that are kind of related. What's the website address to access this page? And also, will we get a copy of the PowerPoint to refer back to at a later date?
Stephen, can you share the website? We can email you the PowerPoint. If I suppose we could do it to everyone who's on this call. We will send it and also share the link with you. We encourage you to use the link because that will be updated at this point. And being that it's so new, we do want to keep it mostly updated that way. So
I will have our resource team add the PowerPoint to the resources tab. And Nick, I'm sorry, what was the other question?
What's the website?
Yeah, what's the URL for the website? And then another related question to that from Julie is, how do you access this site from Tmtn?
Okay. The website or the URL is up here at the top. It's nationsprint/clients/state of TN. And if you put login.cgi or just leave that off, it should take you straight to the login page.
We will send the link when we send the survey.
And it's inside the documentation. Accessing, hang on a second. Trying to remember how to get to the location inside of Tmtn.
So if you're not following, it's under Document Solutions, Resources.
Yeah, we'll have to send that out because I usually have to play around to try to find it. It's not an easy place to get to. Oh, there it is.
So that's a very good question.
This has not been updated yet, but it should be this one.
And thanks, Stephen. We can include that link as well. Later, I have another question. Will the billing profile be saved after the order, or do you have to enter that each time?
The billing profile is saved as part of the order, but you will, unless you have autofill on your browser turned on, you will have to complete it every time. However, if you reorder something that you've already ordered through this system, it should retain all the information from the previous order.
So I have a question, Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
Will I be able to order saddle stitch booklets at this time?
Not at this time, no.
So something in the future we're looking at. Here's another one. Will I receive an email about an order that I place also when I have been identified as the agency approver?
Glad you did that. That's a perfect segue. The sample agency approver email will look like this. It will have the order confirmation up here, the link to click, and you do not have to be a registered user in our system to be an approver, because it takes you into an independent access spot. It tells you again the order, the identification, and when it was placed. The name of the approver should be here. The email address of whoever's making the request should be here. The department here. A description of what they are ordering, their shipping information, and their billing information down here. What the approver will see when they log in will be a screen that pops up. And I apologize, this is not perfectly the way it looks because it just didn't transition over when I saved it as a file. But you will have the opportunity to approve the order, to deny the order, document why you denied the order. You may actually remove items from the order by checking the box and clicking the remove. You may update the quantities by changing it here and clicking update order details. And I haven't tested this yet, but apparently you are able to edit the file in question. Once you make all your adjustments and you approve it, you just check the box and submit it, or you check deny, state why you're denying it, and submit it. If the agency has more than one person listed as an approver, all approvers are notified at the same time with this email. In other words, there'll be a list of names, additional names on the approver spot. The first approver to go in and take an action on an order that finishes the process for the order, the approval process for the order. So any other approver that tries to go in and approve it or to take action will be told that it's already been taken care of.
So that notice goes to the person who placed the order as well, if it was denied, actually approved or denied?
Let's see here. The requester will receive this notification if their order is approved. It says that it was approved, no further action is required, and then the order recap is listed. If it is denied, they receive this notification stating it was denied and why it was denied, and then again a recap of what they tried to order.
So what happened if we approve something and then later needs to be denied or canceled?
They need to immediately contact printing.services at tn.gov and get in contact with their CSR, because once the approver approves an order, the system within 10 minutes will have sent everything to our facility to start production. The turnaround time on the orders has been anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 or 4 minutes before the orders and files show up for us to take care of.
Thanks, Stephen and Kathy. And kind of related to that, will they be notified with the lead time or delivery date once they place their order?
I have recommended that the acknowledgement process inside of our EPMS system be utilized. We're still efforting that.
I've got another question here. If I wanted to order something personal from the TN shop, can you all ship it, or would I need to physically come to the tower? Kathy, you want to field that one?
We could ship it. I suppose you could come to the tower as well, but we're trying to stay socially distant, so the TN shop is closed. But of course, we want to make it easy for our customers. Generally, we would just ship it at this point.
Would it not depend on their payment method, or were they wanting to use a card or cash or check?
It would not matter how they're paying for it, and we don't take cash, so it doesn't help you to come to the shop because we do not accept cash. So it'd be a credit card for any personal purchases. Thank you for asking.
Yep, got a few more questions. We'll keep going down the list. Thanks for all these questions. They're very good questions. Is our agency billed for this immediately, or does it have to meet the $1,000 threshold and then be journal vouchered?
If you're speaking about the order that you're placing online, those are placed immediately. So there is no threshold. There's nothing to worry. Printing order is handled exactly like it would if you were to handle it with a customer service person through a speed chart. As far as the TN shop, those are also handled immediately. So whichever way you were looking at, there are no minimums. Orders are placed as they are received.
All right, got another question here. Are promotional products still ordered with a print rec since the tab says it's for research? If so, do you anticipate it going online?
Currently, we do have a website that we use for promotional items. I'm not sure that I understood the question, but the online promotional items is more for research because a lot of people do not know exactly what they're looking for. So once they find it, they will put the information, the quantity, different how many colors are being imprinted, where it's going, that type of thing. They will put that all as if they were placing an order on that site, and that goes directly to Bo Bradshaw, who is handling all of our promotional items. Bo will then create a quote with and ask you any questions that may have been missed, and then get back to you via email with a quote on any promotional items. At that point, if the order is placed, Bo will place the order. So it's nothing for promotional items are actually placed online, just the viewing of the item and researching the different vendors and manufacturers. That is what is online. So you can pick what you'd like to purchase.
Okay. Kathy, I have another one for you. For ordering envelopes, does this replace the process of previously ordering from central stores?
No.
It has nothing to do with a warehouse or distribution center. So if you currently order something from the distribution center to be shipped somewhere else, that's a whole different, that's nothing to do with what we're doing. So a lot of what is, or I say a majority of what is in the distribution center or warehouse is actually printed here, and then we deliver it to the warehouse for storage and shipment. But there and placing your orders through Edison for what is at the warehouse, nothing has changed with that.
Okay, related to that, if you can expound just a little bit more on something like the 1095C envelopes, will we use this online ordering or continue using the traditional method? We usually need to quote on the specialty envelope before ordering.
A special envelope will most likely still go through your customer service person, unless you've ordered them before. So at whatever point, if you work with your customer service person to add this particular specialty item online, then you would be able to purchase it online after that. Stephen, do you want to correct me or add other information that I might be misleading?
No, you are correct, except for contracted special items such as the Department of Revenue's E-188 envelope. Those are on this system, but only the Department of Revenue can see it. But they can place the order for those envelopes through this system.
Okay, Nick, I don't know if you want to wrap it up. That takes care of,
Yeah,
I would say.
I've got a couple more questions.
Okay.
This one's from Susan Page. Are we able to order certificates in the system?
That would fall under a request for special item to be added to the site.
So the answer is yes, most likely. Right now, we are looking for static items. So Susan, if you're doing some certificates that do get imprinted with variable names, that is not what is going to be online and available at this time. That doesn't mean we're not looking towards that for the future, but at this point, it's really just for static items. So if it's something that you print 1,000 certificates and then bring them back to your office and imprint, that would definitely be something we could put on the site.
Okay. And last question, will we still get printing quotes prior to ordering? And if so, can you just make sure everybody has that contact email address, Kathy?
Yes. So anything that is ordered online, you will see a proof and you will see the total cost of that item. If you need that before you get online, you can certainly work with your customer service person who will help you get the quote for that part. But all the pricing is actually online. So when you place the order, you will see the proof, you'll see the cost, you'll then at that point hit okay to order, and your order will be processed. So, but anything, if you need specific pricing for anything prior to ordering, you can work through the customer service person.
Okay, thank you. Well, that's all the questions that we had come in. If y'all want to close this section out and move into the next one, that would be great. Thanks for everyone attending the first half.
Thank you. Yes, and if the printing liaisons and approvers would like to stay, we would welcome that. And thank you very much, everybody. We had great representation here. I hope you're all as excited as we are. Stephen, are you ready?
Well, kind of covered most everything so far. The only thing is that I wanted to go over again. Let me see if I can get my screen back up there. again, what I wanted to share was where'd it go? Is this screen right here? Again, you'll get an email, and I apologize, we've got this fixed. This will say printing.services@tn.gov, the date it was sent, your name, the order number. When you click this link, again, like I said, it takes you to a web page in your browser that allows you to simply approve or deny the order. Currently, business cards and TN shop items do not go through the approval process. Those are automatically approved so that the approvers are not overloaded with the sheer volume that those items have go through them. So it's just, if any of the approvers or anybody has any questions that goes through the approval process, just go ahead and jump in at any time. When you go to this site and approve and submit your decision, or deny, document why and submit your decision, another screen will show up, and I apologize for not having an example of that, that tells you whether you have more to approve, more orders to approve, or whether you have no more orders to approve. So it does keep track of how many orders are there for you to take care of. So if you, whatever regimen you want to set up to be able to go in and start approving, it's whatever you guys want to set up. Does any of the approvers or anybody have any questions about that process?
Stephen, we've got a couple questions. When will we start this? So when's the go live date for this site?
At 9 o'clock this morning.
So it's ready to use.
It should be available to use now. Yes.
Great. Another question: if something does not get approved, do reminders go out to remind them of that approval?
No. The emails are sent out, and the system does not automatically resend those emails. However, it is in our job processes to run a report that we can generate for orders that are awaiting approval. I believe we're supposed to run that report at least once a week to follow up on any orders that are starting to look old. Approvers should also check their junk mail and Outlook to make sure that they don't have an email of an order sitting in their junk mail, because that has happened in the past.
Stephen, can I back up just a little bit to
Mm-hmm.
Nick's question? So going back to it, we will let the person that is ordering and all the approvers know that it was denied. But as a reminder, so just as a second or a follow-up, that is not automatic in our system at this point. But there is a first notification of that. I just wanted to clarify that. So Austin is asking, how can I tell who my approver is?
You can contact the customer service representative for your department, and they will be able to tell you who is listed as the approver.
We did go through in this last 2 to 3 weeks and update our printing liaisons and approvers to the best of our ability. So if we didn't hear from someone and there's been any changes, we would certainly welcome that information, so we make sure we have the most accurate contacts as well. So again, our customer service people will be glad to help you with that.
All right, Kathy. Stephen, got another question. Once an order has been denied, is it possible to go back later and approve it, or does it drop out of the system?
It does not drop out of the system, but you cannot go back in and approve it. The requester will have to reorder by searching for that previous order number. They can just pull it up and reorder it.
All right, thanks, Stephen.
Mhm.
Question from fiscal. Will you be able to run a report for fiscal managers for reconciliation purposes?
That's inside of our EPMS system. So the billing for the jobs, that's done monthly with OFM, and we can run those reports for each department as needed. We do that for several departments at this time already.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And another question here, are signage name cards still processed the same way?
Yes, stream signage is still the same. That's actually an independent site.
I did see another question come up. Is there a deadline, I believe is what it said, for an approval of an order? And it's my understanding that the order is on hold until approved. Is that correct, Stephen? And we will check those pending orders at least once a week?
Correct. An order does not get transmitted to our system, our production system, until an approval has happened. And it will sit in there until somebody does something with it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. One thing that might be beneficial is that I have seen in the past where customers or requesters have mistyped their approvers' email addresses. That's gone away. So since we are controlling who the approvers are, so approval requests sitting in limbo should not occur as long as we have the correct email address in our system.
Good morning, Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For the business card, I still be able to continue what I'm doing with the same link?
The business cards have not changed.
Okay.
The only difference is that you should only see those items for wildlife resources when you go to the business cards.
Correct. Okay. So I just continue what I'm doing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I, the other question, can I, let's say I want to request to print NCR, whatever. I still be able to do the electronic form?
You can request, if it's a form, you can and it's one that you order all the time, then you can request to have it added to the site, and then you can do it on the site. Otherwise, you'll have to place it like you do currently.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And just remember that at the bottom of the screen, there's a request to add an item to the site. I encourage everyone to start utilizing that. Once those start coming in, we take those as they come in. We work on them as quickly as we can to get things added to the site. There is no set timeline. It doesn't take X number of days. Everything depends on the item itself that we're wanting to add.
All right, Steve, we've got a question from Loretta. Can the approver be the same as the orderer or printing liaison?
The approver and the requestor and the approver can be the same. In that instance, no approval email process will be started. The system will not ask or send an email to the same person that's placed in the order if they are an approver.
All right, thanks for that, Stephen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any more questions in the chat box. Did anybody have any other questions they wanted to ask before we bring this to a close? All right, Kathy, I'll hand it back over to you for the closing.
Thank you, Stephen. Were you just going to say something also?
Yes, I was going to put out if anybody needs any one-on-one or anything of that nature, please send the request to printing.services and in the subject line put that you are needing additional assistance with this new site. I'm available all day and will work with you as quickly as I can to get you up and running to be able to use the site efficiently. Thank you, Ms. Kathy.
Thank you very much, Stephen. You did a great job and have been since I've been here, and I'm sure more. So thank you for that. Just one announcement I'd like to make as part of something that you might have been noticing. Document Solutions has an annual photo contest. We've extended the deadline to October 9th, and this is for all state employees. You should have received one or maybe two, I'd hate to say three, but maybe three notices of this. We are excited to get as many people participating as possible. So if you have, if you have received it, we'd love to have you participate. If you would need some information, again, send it to printing.services@tn.gov and we will forward that information to you. But otherwise, thank you all for your support and sticking with us. And, we are really looking to make working with us easier, and any suggestions you have are always welcome. So please know we're listening, and we want to partner with you as well. So thank you very much, everyone, for your time.